As a health educator, one of the most common questions seniors ask me is this: Doctor, is there something I'm eating every day that could quietly increase my stroke risk? Stroke rarely comes from a single mistake. Research shows it develops slowly, through years of pressure on blood vessels, inflammation, and circulation problems. Today, I want to calmly explain 5 specific foods that research has consistently linked to higher stroke risk in older adults, especially when eaten frequently. This is not about fear, it is about awareness, because after 60, the body responds differently to food than it did earlier in life. Food 1. Processed deli meats, ham, bacon, sausages. Processed meats include items like ham, bacon, sausages, salami, and packaged sandwich meats. Many seniors eat these foods regularly because they are familiar and easy to prepare. Large population studies published in journals such as Stroke and the American Journal of Clinical Nutrition have shown that regular consumption of processed meats is associated with a higher risk of stroke, especially in older adults. Why does this happen? First, processed meats are extremely high in sodium. High blood pressure is the strongest known risk factor for stroke. Second, these meats contain preservatives such as nitrates and nitrites. Research suggests these compounds increase inflammation inside blood vessels. Third, they contain saturated fats that affect cholesterol behavior and vessel stiffness. The research does not say that eating bacon once will cause a stroke. It shows that frequent long-term intake increases risk, particularly after 60. Food 2. Canned soups, especially cream-based. Canned soups are one of the most underestimated stroke risk foods for seniors. Many people believe soup is light and comforting, but studies published in Hypertension and The Lancet show that canned soups are among the highest sources of hidden dietary sodium. A single bowl of canned soup can contain more salt than the recommended daily intake for seniors. After 60, excess sodium raises blood pressure more aggressively, damages small blood vessels in the brain, increases risk of vessel rupture. Research shows that seniors who consume high-sodium foods regularly have significantly higher stroke incidence, even when they do not feel symptoms. Blood pressure often rises silently, and stroke risk rises with it. Food 3. Sugary drinks and sweetened fruit juices. Sugary drinks include sweetened beverages and many packaged fruit juices. Long-term studies published in Circulation and the British Medical Journal found that frequent sugar-sweetened beverage intake is linked to higher stroke risk, even in people without diabetes. Liquid sugar enters the bloodstream rapidly. In seniors, this causes sharp blood sugar spikes, increased inflammation, impaired blood vessel function. Research shows that repeated sugar spikes damage the lining of blood vessels over time. This increases clot formation risk, a key factor in ischemic stroke. Many seniors choose fruit juice believing it is healthy, but studies show that juice behaves very differently from whole fruit, especially after 60. Food 4. Potato chips and fried potatoes. Potatoes themselves are not the problem. The problem is fried potato products, chips, fries, and packaged snacks. Research published in Circulation and BMJ shows that frequent fried food consumption is associated with higher stroke risk, especially in older adults. Fried potatoes combine high sodium, oxidized cooking oils, rapid carbohydrate absorption. Repeated exposure to oxidized oils increases vascular inflammation. Inflammation weakens blood vessel walls and destabilizes plaque, increasing stroke risk. Many seniors snack on potato chips believing they are lighter than meat snacks. Research shows their vascular impact can be equally harmful. Food 5. Pickled vegetables. Pickled vegetables are often considered healthy because they come from vegetables. However, studies from Japan, China, and Europe have shown that frequent intake of salt-preserved vegetables is associated with higher stroke rates, especially hemorrhagic stroke. Pickled foods contain extremely high sodium concentrations. After 60, excess salt raises blood pressure sharply, increases vessel fragility, increases risk of bleeding in the brain. Research does not say pickled vegetables are forbidden. It shows that daily or frequent consumption increases stroke risk in seniors, especially those with hypertension. Studies consistently show lower stroke risk in seniors who reduce processed and fried foods, limit high-sodium packaged items, replace sugary drinks with water, choose fresh, home-prepared meals. Small changes, maintained over time, protect blood vessels. Stroke prevention is not about strict diets. It is about understanding how the aging body responds to repeated stress. Research gives us guidance, not fear. If you found this explanation helpful, share it with someone you care about. Subscribe to Senior Health Signals for calm, research-based senior health education.